Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, welcome to all of you. I'll just speak louder than you, it's okay. Welcome to Agudath Israel Etz Ahayem Synagogue here in Montgomery, Alabama. I am Rabbi Scott Kramer. Welcome to this lovely USY group from, I guess you're from Cleveland and where else? Everywhere? Excellent, that's what I like to say. Anybody from Baltimore? Oh man. Close, not that close. All right. We are davening out of Siddur Lev Shalem, which is downloadable from our website as a PDF file. We will begin on page 10. Yedid nefesh avarachaman mishoch avdach Eretz onach yarutz avdach kemo hayal ishtachave emul adarach ki yerav lo yedidutach minofet suf V'chol ta'am hadorna eziva olam nafshi cholat avatach ana elna refanala beharod la Noam zivach az titchazek v'titrape v'hayatalach shivchat olam v'tikyemu rachamecha V'chusna ben ohavach ki ze kama nichsaf lirot b'tiferet uzach ana eli machma libi Choshana ve'al titalam higalena afros chaviv alai et sukat shelomach ta'ir eretz Mikvodach nagila v'nismecha bach ma'ahav kiva mohed v'chaneini ki me'olam yalla lai 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 yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 Yalla lai 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 lai. Page 11, Psalm 95. Lechu neranena l'Adonai Nariya Letzur Yeshenu Nikadma Fanav Betoda Bizmirot Nariya Lom Kil Gadol Adonai Melech Gadol. Arba'im Shana Akut Bedor Vaomar Am Toele Vavhem Vehem Lo Yadu Derachai Asher Nishmati Viapi Im Yavaun El Menuchati, page 13. Ashiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Shemo, Basru Meyom Leyom Yeshuato, Sapru Vagoyim, Kevodo bechol amim nifliotav ki gadol Adonai umehulal meyod norahu alko Elohim lai 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 Kiko Elohi ha'amim elilim v'Adonai shamayim asap hod ve'hadar lefanav oz v'tiferet b'mikdasho havu l'Adonai mishpachot ha'amim havu l'Adonai kavod v'oz Havu l'Adonai ke'evod shemo Seu mincha Uvahu l'chatzro Dav layla Shtachavu l'Adonai Be'adrat kodesh Chilu mipanav Kol haaretz Imrum vagoyim Adonai malach Aftikum tevel balatimot Yadin amim b'meisharim Yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz Ayiramaya amu melo Yalo sadai V'chol asher bo lai 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 Az yiranenu kol hatzeyar B'fnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz Yishpot tevel b'tzedek V'yamim b'emunato Yalai lai 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 yalai lai 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 Yai lai 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 Yai lai 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 Yai lai lai lai. Page 15, Psalm 97. Adonai malach togel haaretz yismorim rabim manan v'chafetz svivat tzedek u'mishpat mechon kiso ish lefanav. Shama vatismach Tzion vatagelna benod Yehuda leman mishpatecha Adonai ki ata Adonai Elyon al kol haaretz mi Yodna Leita Alko Elohim Oave Adonai Sinura Shomer Nafshot Chasidav Miad Reshaim Yatzilem Or Zarua Latzadik Ul Yisraelev Simcha Simchu Tzadikim Badonai Vodu Lezecher Kodesho, page 17. Amizmor Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash Ki Niflaot Asap Hoshia Lo Yemino Ozoro Akocho Dia Adonai Yeshuato Le'ena Goyim Gilad Tzidkato Zachar Chastav Emunato Levei Yisrael Ra'u Chalav Se'aretz Et Yeshuat Eloheinu Horiu Ladonai Kol Haaretz Bitzchum Veranenu Vizameru Zamru Ladonai Bechinar V'kol Zimara V'chatzot Rod V'kol Shofar Hariu Lifnei HaMelech Adonai Yiramayam Umaloho Tevel V'yoshveva Neharot Yimcha Uchaf Yachad Arim Yiranenu Adonai Kiva Lishbot Haaretz Yishbot Tevel B'tzedek V'yamim B'meisharim Yalai la 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 Yalai la 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 Yalai la 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 Yalai la 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 Yalai la 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 Yalai la 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 Yalai la 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 Ya la 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 Page 19, Psalm 99. Adonai Malki Guzamim Yoshev Kurivim Tanut Haaretz. Moshe v'Aaron b'Kohanav Ushmoel b'Korei Shemo Korim El Adonai Ve'hu Yanem B'Amud Anan Yedaber Aleihem Shamru Edotav V'chok Natan Lamo Adonai Eloheinu Atanitam El Nosayita Lahem V'nokei Malalilotam Romimu Adonai Eloheinu V'ishtachavu Le'ar Kadsho Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. We rise, page 21. Mizmor LeDavid Havul Adonai B'Nelim Havul Adonai Kavod Vaos Lai 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 Havul Adonai Kivod Shemo Ishtachavu Adonai Behadrat Kodesh Kol Adonai Alamayim El Kavod Hirim Adonai Almayim Rabim Kol Adonai Bakoach Lai 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 Kol Adonai Be'adar Kol Adonai שובר ארזים, וישבר אדוני את ארזי הלבנון, וירקידם כמו עגל לבנון, וסריון כמו בן רעמים, לילה כל אדוני חוצב להבות אש, כל אדוני יחיה מדבר, לאדוני מדבר קדש, כל אדוני יחולל איילות, ויחשוף יערות ובהיכלו כולו אומר כבוד, לילה אדוני למבול ישב, וישב אדוני מלך לעולם, אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום. יאי לי 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 יאי לי 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 יאי לי 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 יאי לי 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 יאללה 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 לי You may be seated, page 22. Anna bechoach gedulat yemincha yemincha tatit zerura kaberinatamcha sagvenu darenu noram. Anna bechoach gedulat yemincha tatit zerura kaberinat rinatamecha sagvenu tarenu nora. Lai 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 ya lai 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 ya lai 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 ya lai lai lai. Page 23. Lechadodi lekrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabla Lechadodi lekrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabla Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad Ishme'anu elam yuchad Adonai echad U'shemo echad L'shem utifet v'litila Lecha dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha Ki mekor haberacha Merosh mikedem nesucha Sov maaseh b'machshvat tchila Lecha dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela Mikdash melech ir melucha Kul mitzei mitoch hafecha Rav lach shevet b'yemek habacha V'hu yachamu aleichem la Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Nekabela, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Nekabela, Idnari Me'afar Kumi, Liv Shevik De Tifartecha Mi, Ayad Ben Yishai, Beit Alachmi, Karva El Nafshi Gehala, Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Nekabela, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Nekabela. Hitoreri, Kiva ore, Kumi ori, Uri, Shirda beri, Kivod Adonai laich nigla. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Nekabela, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Nekabela. Lo, Tevo Shiva lo, Tikami, Matish, Tochachi, Umatemi, Bach, Yechasu Ani, Ami Venivnita, Ir, Altila, Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Nekabela. V'hayulim shisa sho esayich v'racha kuko mivalayich yasis alayich Elohayich kimchas chatan al kala lecha dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat Nekabela, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Nekabela, Yamin Usmo Tifrot Sivi et Adonai Taritzi Ayadish Ben Partzi Venismecha Venagila Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat Nekabela Boi V'Shalom Ateret Pala Gam Besimcha Uvetzala Toch Emunei Am Segula Boi Chala Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat Nekabela Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat Nekabela. May be seated. Page 27. Mizmor Shir Yom HaShabbat. Tov lahodot ladonai, Tov lahodot ladonai, ulezamer leshimcha elyon, Tov lahodot ladonai, Tov lahodot ladonai, Tov lahodot ladonai, ulezamer leshimcha elyon, Tov lahodot ladonai, lehagid baboker chastecha, להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות ואמונתך בלילות טוב להודות לאדוני להגיד בבוקר חסדך להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות ואמונתך בלילות טוב להודות לאדוני. Tzadik tamar yifrach ki erez balvanon yiske shetulim beveit Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu od yenuvun beseva deshenim verananim yeyu lehagid ki yashar Adonai Tzuri v'lo avlatabom. Page 29, Psalm 93. Adonai Malakit Levish. Mikolot, Mikolot, Mayim Rabim, Adirim, Adirim, Mishpereyam, Adibamarom, Adibamarom, Adonai, Adibamarom, Adibamarom Adonai Edotecha Nemnu Miod Leveit Chanava Kodesh Adonai Laorech Yamin. Mourner's Kaddish, page 30. Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabbah Bi'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayichon v'yamechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael ba'agala v'zman kari v'yimaru amen Yehi shmei rabba mevarach le'olam olmei al-maya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitchomam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudisha barichu le'lam min kol birchata v'shirata Tushbachata v'nechamata da'amiran bi'alma v'yimaru amen Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimaru amen Oseh shalom v'imramav uyaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimaru amen. You may be seated. Shabbat shalom. Welcome to everyone. I don't get to do Ramah style or Shir Chadashah style Kabbalat Shabbat. I'm also not used to people singing with me, so I don't put the pauses in where I'm supposed to. Anyway, welcome. I know you probably have had a really, really busy day. I hope tonight you get to reflect on everything that you've done in Montgomery. And did you go to Selma today? Probably not, because of the tornadoes. My daughter works with a lady whose house was destroyed. There was one church where 9 families lost their homes. She's going to make cookies, and it's my daughter. She's going to make cookies, and she's going to have her religious school kids write letters, and she's going to deliver them to the church. She does have no idea if it was destroyed as well, but it was pretty devastating. You get up one day, you get dressed, you eat breakfast, you do all the normal activities that are part of your morning ritual. Then you head outside on your usual route. Then, wait, something is different. You didn't notice it before. What is it? What does it mean? This is what happened to Moses in this week's Parsha, Shmot, as we begin the book of Exodus. He tends his sheep as he does every day, walking through the wilderness where he lives. He has perhaps walked this route dozens of times, yet on one particular day he looks, sees, notices actually a startling phenomenon. A bush that is burning but is not consumed by the fire. How long has this bush been burning? Is this fire new? Or has it been burning for days or weeks? Has Moses frequently passed by it before and not seen it or noticed it? Once Moses does acknowledge this unusual spectacle. The text tells us that Moses said or thought to himself, I will now turn aside and see this great sight. What does he mean when he says he will turn aside to see the sight? If he sees the sight, is he not already facing it? Jewish tradition offers a few answers to this problem. The Midrash Me'am Loez, which is a Sephardic interpretation of the Torah originally written in Ladino, says maybe this means that Moses needed to accustom himself to seeing the intensity, like accustoming one's eyes to the sun after being in a darkened room. He might have needed to muster courage to look at the bush. A sight like this was not part of his previous experience. His worldview had been shaken. He needed to gather his inner strength to continue to look at the troubling vision. The medieval commentator Al-Sheikh believes that turning aside refers to Moses' turning his attention or moving his focus. Moses sees the mundane, the physical, but understands that he must look deeper to begin to understand and investigate the spiritual, the mystical. My teacher from he still called it the UJ, now it's the American Jewish University, Rabbi Mimi Wiesel, says that the burning bush is where Moses has his first direct encounter with God. He notices the bush, sees its unusual characteristics, then in deepening awareness begins his life-altering journey. So it is for us whenever we face a life-changing, maybe even frightening event, like illness, loss, or suffering. We wake up one day and find that our life has shifted. There is a new reality, not unlike this pandemic. How do we get through the challenges and emotions of our new reality? How do we adapt to knowing and living with something that is unexpected? Like Moses gradually adjusting his vision and intellect to adapt to the experience of the burning bush, we need to adapt to this new intensity in our lives and see with new eyes. Slowly, deliberately, we can let the light in and begin to find healing and hope. One may hope for something as large as a cure, or one may hope to experience a blessing today. Maybe it is the blessing of seeing something familiar in a new way, noticing the radiant color of a tulip that is beginning to blossom from the depths of moist soil, or the friendly smile of a stranger. We put a new meaning on what we see. The flower is more than a plant, it is a vision of beauty. The smile is the message of a greeting from another created in the image of God. These are blessings we have the gift of experiencing. We need to turn aside to notice the blessings while experiencing what is vastly troubling. All this takes is awareness, determination, and focus. Like Moses, we notice that something is not the way it should be. He investigates to see what it is. We try to analyze what loss and suffering means. Then we let it settle into our being, slowly adapting to the newness. And so can we, after seeing the burning bush, the sign that presages a dramatic change in his life. Moses moves forward into the new contours of his life as a prophet, as God's messenger. He does not take on this new reality easily. He has tremendous misgivings and fears. He loudly protests to God numerous times, but ultimately he makes the shift and moves forward into his new truth. With God's support, he will live out his future. If we find today is not what we expected, if it is challenging in startling ways, we are like Moses, who saw a strange and frightening sight. We too can be like Moses by turning aside to see in deeper ways, finding the divine in the moment. As we take the time to accustom ourselves to the intensity, we find the capacity to approach with a new attitude. We seek meaning and appropriate hope. We come to know that we have the ability to find support on our journey through the internal resources of our souls, the collective support of friends, family, acquaintances, community, and possibly even strangers. And as God sees us turning aside to look deeper, we may glimpse God along with us on the journey of healing. Shabbat Shalom. We will continue with Ma'ariv. Do I have a volunteer who's going to lead us, or? Great. We continue page 39A. We rise for the Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Ambarach. Baruch Adonai Ambarach Leolam Ba'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'davro ma'ariv avrim b'chema patech sharim uvtanam Hashem atim me'alif et hazmanim. Amaster et kochavim mashratahem b'kol katzah b'oreh yom u'v'layla golel or mifanei chashech u'v'chashech mefinei ha'or. Umavir yom uve lala, umavdio be yom, uviyom levim lala, Adonai tzvaot shemo. El Chai V'Kayam Tamid Yamlich Aleinu Le'olam V'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Adonai Hamavim V'Avim.
Amen. Page 40.
Avat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Torah u'mitzvot Kim Yusaftim Batanu Limdadata Ken Adonai Eloheinu V'shachreinu Kukekomeinu Nesasiach V'karuchecha V'nishmach V'divrei Toratecha U'mimitzvotecha Le'olam va'ed Ki hem chayenu Erochech yameinu U'v'yach yameinu V'hem V'avatecha al tasir mamenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha V'kol levacha shecha v'kol medecha V'hayu hanvarim ha'ele Asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha V'shiv natal levanecha v'dibarta bam V'shivtecha b'viztecha livdecha ambadeh U'v'shokecha v'komecha U'shatam le'ot ha'edecha V'alul tadafo b'ninecha U'v'tafta al mezuzah pesach U'v'yisharech Adonai Elohim be'emet.
Page 43A. Page 44.
U'malchuto beratzon kebo Elohim Moshe v'Amim u'vnei Yisrael lecha anu shira b'shimcha rabba v'emu kulam Mi kamocha v'lim Adonai Mi kamocha nidneda b'kodesh Nora tehila osef ele Malchuto Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed Ushmor tzatenu v'nuvu v'chein shmor tam meta v'adolam u'voresh agalenu v'skunacha baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'shalom alenu v'kol v'moises v'yishulayim.
Rise, page 46.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם בני ישראל עושים בעולם עושים בעולם עודי בעוד עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם בן ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת ונפש שבת ונפש שבת ונפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם יקרא ויקרא שמר רבה בלמד יברכר טבע מליך מערכת בחייך וביומך ובקיים בכל בית ישראל בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן יהי שמי רבה מבורך וכל מאמיה יתברך וישתבח יתברך ויתשמע ונעשה ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל שמי קדושה לעולם יחלם מקום ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה לאמירם ביומה אמרו אמן.
Yep, the silent Amidah, pages 47 through 52.
ברכו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ברך אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. ויברך אלוהים ביום השביעי, ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות.
You may be seated if you like.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Eloheinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzhak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Gadol Gibor Elyo Kones Yamin v'Haaretz Magen Avot V'Divo Mechaya Metim Be'emro Al HaKadosh Shem Kamoyenu Shabbat. Eloheinu v'Eloheinu ratzeh b'menuchantenu kedeshenu b'mitzvotecha v'tenchakilenu b'toratecha v'shebenu metavlecha v'simcha b'shivtecha v'tahelevnu l'vdecha b'emes Eloheinu v'Ratzon Shabbat kodechecha v'yenechu ba so mikdisha simcha Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh Shabbat.
Shalem, page 54.
Yikara v'yikara shmei rabba b'alma divracheh tevei melich meichotei b'echonu v'mechon b'chaydei kol beit Yisrael v'galav v'zman karim v'emu amen yesh rabba v'alamu amaya Ibaravi Shbrachit Bravich Mavinase Vitada Vitala Vitala Shmei Kedusha Vichu Lame Komechata Veshrata Tishbrachata Venechamata Adam Yama Vemu Tikabel Vatzotenu Vatzotenu Kachobe Yisrael Kadem Vavanda Vibashama Vemu Amen Yesh Lama Rabba Min Shemaya Vechayam Alenu Akol Yisrael Vemu Amen Aseh Shalom Biramafu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu v'kol Yisrael v'emu.
We'll do Kiddush at dinner, so let us rise, page 56, as the ark is open for Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabech l'Adonai kol l'segula yotzei reshit shelo sanu k'kei haratzot v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adamah shelo sam k'keinu kahem v'gor aleinu k'kol amonah v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'motim l'ifnei melech malchei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu shehu nefesh shamayim ve'yotzei haaretz u'moshe yikaro b'shamayim ima'av u'shkinatu zo ve'gomer meromim u'Eloheinu eino emet malkeinu et besulato kagazu b'torato Yedatayo me'ashivota elet avecha Ki Adonai hu Elohim b'shamayim ima'av ve'al haaretz כתוב אדוני ביתך אדוני מלך לעולם ועד ונאמר והיה אדוני
may be seated. This week, we will observe yard sites for Ezra Axelrod, Albert David Capilouto, Eli Cohen, Isaac Saul Kreisman, Thelma Mendel, Belle Kermish, Eric Noor, Sidney Besser, Bertha Margolis, Ronnie Rosen, Sidney Rosen, M. Chaim Schwartz, Elizabeth Stenger, Felix Cohen, Mallory Golson, Sigmund Lang, Sarah Cohn, Buddy Kallick, Jerry McManama Jr., Ray Schwartz-Mirsky, Meyer Oberstein, Pauline Oberstein, and Jack Silverman. When we send out our yard site announcements, we ask all of those that are observing a yard site in the coming week to send in some words so we can all know who it is we're memorializing. So I received two. This one came from Arlene Goldstein for her mother, Alice Kleinberg, who I miss very much. Alice Varen Kleinberg, of blessed memory, beloved wife, mommy, Mimi, great Mimi, and friend, left an indelible mark on all that knew her. She is known for her mastery of Sephardic cooking. I can vouch for that. Love of family and Jewish community, and giving Mimi talks. She is best encapsulated in her own words, pretty is as pretty does. And boy or boya, Mimi was beautiful. I couldn't have said that better myself. And Tina observing yard site for her nephew, Jerry McManama Jr. It has been 1 year since my nephew was unexpectedly found dead in his sleep by his son. He was only 54, the youngest of my late brother's 7 children. I was 10 when he was born, and I became the free babysitter. We joked I was his second mother, and he was my practice child. This photo, there's a photo in our bulletin. Jerry is with with my mom and dad, his mama and Pampa. Okay, thank you. This is a little boy I mourn every single day. In 1996, we both lost him in a car accident. The brain damage resulted in a year of rehabilitation and surgeries to rebuild his face. After the year, he actually went back to Wharton, finished his MBA, and worked as an investment banker. He became a high school teacher and football coach when the effects of his brain damage made being an investment banker impossible. He never let the loss of his dreams and life plan keep him down. He was such a good person, caring, kind, loyal, and so funny. He texted me silly uppercase holiday greetings and hilarious video clips from Seinfeld or Larry David. He was a devoted dad, a loyal friend, and every student's favorite teacher. No one should die on New Year's Eve. Maybe Jerry wanted us to think of his death as the beginning of something new. Maybe he wanted us to have a party when we remember him. Or maybe he just thought it was funny and would make a great Larry David episode. And this was submitted by Hope and Grant in memory of their dad, Ronnie Rosen, and wife of Emily Rosen. We can't believe we are approaching the 2nd anniversary without our father, Ronnie Rosen. There isn't a day that goes by that we don't think of him. However, the holidays are extra difficult. It is hard to celebrate the holiday season without his presence. It's also the time of year we lost our one and only dad. His legacy will always live on through his children, family, and friends. 2022 was an eventful year for us between job promotions, moving, marriage, puppies, and much more. but we know our dad had the best seat in the house through it all. He always comes to visit us whenever we need him, making sure there is a cardinal nearby. His jokes and sense of humor will never be forgotten. We remind each other how proud we are of one another, because that's what our dad would do. He truly made us better people, personally and professionally. In honor of today, we would like each and every one of you to share one of his funny jokes or stories with one another. They're all terrible. We know our dad would want us to laugh today instead of be sad. That one was one of the many things we admired about him. He never took life too seriously. It is true. We will continue to live each day in his honor. We miss and love him every day. So that was really, really nice. Those observing Yahrzeit and those who mourn, please rise and join me in the Kaddish Tome, page 58, the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shmei Rabbah, b'yoma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayichon v'yamechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agalav izman kariv v'yamaru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam omei maya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitchomam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, shmei d'kudisha barichu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, da'amiran b'yoma v'yimaru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimaru amen. Oseh shalom v'imramal, hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimaru amen. You may be seated. Thank you all for joining us this evening. It's such a pleasure to share Shabbat with so many young people. Can't tell you what it means to me. It really goes right to my heart. We will continue services tomorrow morning at 9:30. There is a baby naming for the Shinbaum family. That's Richard and Nancy's new grandson. Tomorrow evening at 7 p.m., the Alabama Community Virtual Havdalah will meet via Zoom as we celebrate the end of Shabbat. We have been meeting for Havdalah since March of 2020, May of 2020, every week, and we get a healthy crowd from all over the country. We have 2 people from outside of the country. And you are more than welcome to join us. If you don't have the link, email me and I will get you the link before we start. Let's see, I don't know how many weeks, February 3rd to 5th, we will participate in the Southern Shabbat Shmooze at Ramat Darom with 4 other small synagogues. And Tina just signed up, thank you. And Yvette also signed up. We will participate with 4 other synagogues, one in Chattanooga, one in Columbia, South Carolina, and Greenville, South Carolina. And there was another one, I can't remember where it is. It's a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And the cost, you can't beat the cost, $175 a person. And because of a generous donation, that cost is cut in half. So for under $100, you get a whole weekend of accommodations, food like you wouldn't believe, and so much community. So it's not too late to sign up. Just go to the Ramat Darom website and follow their instructions. What did I miss, Tina? Anything? Is that a good? Okay, thank you. It usually is if I say now return, somebody will stand up and say you missed something. We will conclude our service, page 211, with Adon Olam. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Li'et Nasa V'chefso Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam V'yachare Kichlot Takol Levado Yimloch Nara Adon Olam V'hu Aya V'hu Oveh V'hu Yeh B'tifara Adon Olam Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Li'et Nasa V'chefso Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam V'hu Echad V'yein Sheni Lam Shelo L'achbira Adon Olam Beli Reshit Beli Tachlit V'lo Hozva Misra Adon Olam Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Li'et Nasa V'chefso Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam V'hu Eli V'chai Goali V'tzorchev Li B'yetzara Adon Olam V'hu Nisi Oman Osli Minat Kosi B'yom Mikra Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Li'et Nasa V'chefso Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam Biyado Avkid Ruchi B'yetishan V'yair Adon Olam V'maruchi Geviyati Adon Oli V'lo Ira Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Li'et Nasa V'chefso Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam. Shabbat Shalom. Join us for dinner. Is there any announcements from? Nope, that's it. Shabbat.